You're an angel investor. A lot of people, I work with a few people back home and they want angel investors. And sometimes there's that blurry line. People advertise as angel investors and then it turns out to be something else. Could you just explain what an angel investor is? And then after that, I have a follow-up question.
Okay. So for me, an angel investor is somebody who's willing to put capital into an early stage startup. It could be later stage, but typically it's early stage startup. And what you're looking at as an angel investor, the reason why people call angel investors, because it's kind of at this point, this business, we're not saviors. We are not saviors, but it's save me or save my dream, right? You're at the stage where nobody really has the belief in you because you're at such a risky point. So you view these people, these investors as angels in a way. So that's kind of like the connotation around angel investor. Now that can range from anybody putting up a few $100s, and most people don't consider that. Depending what part of the world you are, in New York, it's $25,000. Other parts of $1,000, $5,000, $100,000. You really don't see angels who are doing more than $250,000. That's more like you're getting into VC world with those types of checks, VC venture capitalist world. But that's more or less an angel investor. But I know I said larger numbers. You can really start this with $500, $1,000. There's different ways, especially and I think I mentioned it when I was speaking at the event we both were at. One of the things that I think the Diaspora should do is not just send remittances back home. We should start investing in companies or people we know who are doing good work, not in people with just ideas, because most people who send back, we don't have money to risk in that way. Somebody who's really already has product market fit, which means that they already know who their customer is. They know how to connect with the customer, and the customer has been paying them, not just willing. The customer already has been paying them money in order to fix that problem, right? So that's something I would say, somebody who's doing and help them scale up. Because if you do this, and if we start doing this in mass, what will happen is we will create the jobs that our family members who we're sending remittances back home to can go and work at. So instead of having separate remittances, we can actually create a wonderful flywheel by doing that. So that's something I would say in terms of angel investing, looking at it from that angle. But also knowing when you're looking at angel investors, we understand the risk, or you should. Don't come to angel investing and you don't understand the risk, right? You're doing good if only 9 out of 10 startups that you invest in fail and one does remarkably well. So there's a high likelihood of failure in this investment landscape. So typically what we're looking for is companies that are going to grow at such a high multiple that it'll cover all our other investments, right? Not just the investment we made in this company. So we're looking for at least one company go up X plus. Okay, so it can cover all the other companies we invest in. Plus, you're also looking at a longer timeline to exit. That's 6 to 8 years. This is not something you're going to get back money from in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You're typically locked in for 6 to 8 years at the earliest, unless there's like a early acquisition. But those are some things in angel investing, and it's a long road to go down, but those are some basics.
No, that's what I love about your when you were a panelist at the event. I think a lot of people misunderstand what it is to be an angel investor, and they want their return almost right away. And this is a startup we're talking about. A business owner is just, they need help to be, just to pick up a little bit so the business can start somewhat. And then eventually you get your return in some way. But I really wanted for you to clarify that. And my follow-up question, you actually, I think, answered it, was what are the requirements that you look for in order to invest before you invest into a startup?
Yeah, so I haven't been obeying it with my last. I just sent out another wire. When was it? Thursday. Was to somebody inside the scope. So I want super scalable things that are super scalable. So typically, any of the companies that I'm investing has to have a very scalable model, which usually means that they attach to tech in some way or product in some way. And so for me, what I'm typically looking for is I'm looking for companies in the health tech field, healthcare technology, logistic technology, real estate / construction tech. There was a wonderful company. So we added in construction tech for that, education tech. And so that's what I look for. But some people like food and beverage. There's just different fields you can dive into with angel investing. I also want to point out, I didn't actually start off doing cash investments. I started off doing sweat equity deals. And what that means is, and this is another way that Diaspora can help out. What you have the skill set that you developed over here, right? You have the skill set. Maybe you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, 10 hours a week that you can say, hey, instead of me giving cash, because what most businesses are utilizing the cash for is to go hire people, right? Hire people, buy equipment. Hire people, buy equipment or marketing. So what you can do is say, hey, instead of this, maybe I'm a lawyer, maybe I'm a marketing person, maybe I have sales experience, maybe I'm an accountant, instead of I can help you with your books. I can help you when you're finding for 0.5% of your company or 5% of your company or 1%. You probably wouldn't get 5% unless you're going to be doing this full time. But you can do that and work your way in and start learning. And that's what I did. My first 3 deals were equity deals. So that's another way to start learning and getting involved.